No music.
I know we're live, Coach.
All right, we're live. I know we're live. I heard it.
No, he doesn't. No. Yeah, 20 seconds in. All right, we're live.
Well, I already knew that. I was waiting for the lady to finish her intro of me so that I could get going. I'm trying to get stuff going.
We can't hear it.
We can't hear anything.
You must be the only one that can hear it.
Oh, I can hear it, and I can hear you guys.
Yeah, but
we don't hear the music.
Yeah, we don't hear the music. So maybe if that's true, maybe it's not going out on the broadcast.
Which honestly, he's probably doing the people a favor anyway, hearing that horrible little
intro
music.
Yeah, but I get to do this.
Yeah,
and I get to do this, and for today I wanted to do this. So there you go.
Yeah, and Coach calls me yesterday, all pissed off at me because I started off horrible at the 1:00 games, and I'm like, this is coming from the guy who has 4 teams left and can't pick the 2 teams that make the finals, and he's going to give me shit. He got 4 teams left. It's going to be Vegas and the Islanders, and I'm telling you, they're both down 3-1, and it's not looking like either team's going to make it. It's going to be Stars and Tampa Bay, and I think Stars goalie's playing good, but Tampa Bay's the team, man. They just look like, this is going to be their year.
All right. All right.
But obviously, we're here.
By the way, I just want to say the Yankees are kind of righting the ship right now. They've won 5 in a row. We'll see tomorrow as Toronto comes in. Should we call them Buffalo since they're playing in Buffalo? But anyway, the Blue Jays are coming in. Huge series because I really think the Yankees need to be – because right now they're the 7th seed.
Yeah.
Why are you shaking your head? You can't hear me?
No, we can hear you.
No.
All right. Well, you're shaking your head like you disagree with me.
Well, it's because you're talking about the Yankees, and that's why.
But you know what, Coach? With baseball, I think it's just about getting in. There's no real home field advantage this year.
The Yankees, hold on a second. And did you hear the AL is going to be playing in the bubble in LA and San Diego, and the National League will be playing in Houston and Arlington for the playoffs.
Whatever they want to do. Look, I think it's better that way than you get to the playoffs and you have a San Francisco Giants situation what happened over the weekend, and you have one of your best players with coronavirus, and then they miss the series. But John Smoltz made a hell of a point, I thought, I was watching the game Friday night, or maybe it was Saturday, but either way, Smoltz made a great point how when the Braves, obviously they lose in 91 to the Twins in the World Series, and then I believe they lost 92 to the Braves. To the Blue Jays, because 93 was the Phillies losing to the Blue Jays, obviously. But, the Braves were always knocking on the door. 94 was a strike. So they went into 95, and they said they felt like, because that was the first year of the wild card, they said, man, we've been knocking on the door, and now it's got even harder for us because there's a wild card, kind of translating to that's how the Dodgers must feel because they've been knocking on the door, and now they probably got the best team they've had, and now there's going to be another round, obviously, as there's 8 playoff teams in each thing, and the first one's a 3-game set. So if you have 2 bad games, see you later. Which and man,
well, right now as it sits, the Yankees play Tampa again, and they haven't beaten Tampa but once all year. So I think they need to move up one more.
But I think the first round, if I'm correct, Captain and Coach, it's only 3 games.
Yes, correct.
It's crazy, man. That's, like I said, 2 bad games and you're out. You could have a great year, and that some team who's an 8 seed who might, like I know in the NL, be under 500 can beat you in a 3-game series, and you're gone. Just, I don't get it to me, and I think it makes more of a reason that the World Series winner this year is kind of going to have an asterisk on it.
Well, maybe. It all depends upon really who wins.
I agree.
Because if there is a winner for the World Series that maybe was a 1 or a 2 seed,
I agree.
And they go ahead and they go through there and they win it. And
I agree. If the Marlins win the World Series, there's going to be an asterisk.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's what Captain's saying, though. If it's an 8 seed, but if it's the Dodgers or the Rays or one of those teams that has sustained success, then it's going to be okay. And I agree with him 110%.
Yeah, if it's a quote unquote deserving team that has just been head and shoulders above all of the others in this pandemic league. And by the way, I want to go back to what you were saying about the National League playing in Arlington and Houston. You're gonna put playoff teams in Arlington, Texas, in the smothering, sultry, nasty humidity of Arlington in September. My God, that is such a disadvantage. Oh, another fucking home run for the Marlins. So there you go.
And one thing before, obviously, we got to talk football, but we have all killed Derek Jeter, and I think you can say now the Marlins are in the right direction. Yeah. I mean, and I'll tell you this: the Phillies better sign Rio Malto because Sixto Sanchez looks pretty damn good, and boy, wouldn't he look nice with Wheeler and Nola and that pitching staff. So they better get JT re-signed. If not, I'm going to be pissed because you got another ace.
Guess what? This is the last thing before we get to football. The Mets got a new owner who's a billionaire, who's going to open up his checkbook and spend some money. Yep. So the Phillies just kind of shot themselves in the foot because let me tell you, he is going to be a Met next year if he doesn't sign now.
Yeah, you might be right, and it's going to be it's definitely going to be interesting. But no, I think from all the trades, you got to start giving Jeter some credit because with going through Corona like they did in the start, the Marlins are a good team. This isn't just a fluke. They're a better team than they were showing last year because can just see the talent and some of these kids starting to come back. But let's get to football now, Coach. Whatever you want to start with.
All right, losers first. Go ahead there.
All right. Well, no, I mean it was pathetic. It was a joke. I mean, there's so much blame to go around. I mean, first of all, I think Doug. And it's any given Sunday, but I think Doug thought they had the W. So he let Lane Johnson sit. He let Miles Sanders sit because he said Miles Sanders, he's worried about the long haul here. You shoot out of the gate 17-0. Okay, you got Lane Johnson, your starting right tackle hurt. Your right guard's out for the year. You're up 17-0. Don't press it. I'm not saying get ultra conservative, but they spotted them a touchdown at the end of the first half and gave the Redskins life. Whereas the Redskins are going into that half 17-0, it's a different ball game. 42-17. 42 passes to 17 runs. If you got a line, how are you going to make them go? You run the ball. And that defense was dead at the end of the game because the Eagles kept on throwing the ball over the damn field. They should have run more. They should have had time of possession, control the clock, let those young linemen. You as any lineman knows, you would rather run the ball and take it to the defender than pass block. Wentz was sacked 8 times. You're going to get him killed. I mean, and then Wentz, he made some bad throws. He's holding on to the ball too long. He fumbled twice. We lost one. So, I mean, to me, yesterday was Wentz and Doug. The defense was playing well, and they got thrown to the wolves. I thought the defense did fine, and Doug and they just kept on putting them in bad positions.
Well, I want to say 2 things. Is Zach Ertz, you want the money? If you want the money, you got to make the catch.
Yeah,
it's crunch time. It's 4th down, and that ball was right there. It hit you in the worst spot it could. Your hands. You need to catch that football. I mean, come on.
And Goddard 8 catches, 101 yards yesterday too. So tell me he's not thinking about that too, Coach.
Right now, and here's the other thing. I don't. What's the easiest thing for linemen to do? Okay, run block. Your offensive line is decimated. You have a lead. You need to pound the football. I know Miles Sanders isn't there, but you had 2 other capable backs that could have carried some of that load to put you in different situations where you weren't constantly having to throw the football.
Right.
Take some time off that clock a little bit. I mean, come on.
Yeah. And then Wentz missed 2 throws too. He had Rager for a touchdown and missed them. And then he had Jackson for a touchdown too. There was some pressure on that one, but he missed them. But, hey, man, now they play the Rams, and who knows what's going to happen. It's not good for the Eagles. I mean, they got, I think, the Bengals week 3, but, you got to win the games you're supposed to win. No, and Joe Burrow, he can move. Chargers are a good defense too. I thought he did good. I mean, the kicker missed. They should have been in overtime. The kicker missed a 30-yard field goal. Mm-hmm. So I thought Joe Burrow, with what's around him, I thought he had a heck of a game yesterday. He made some nice runs. But disappointing week for the Eagles. But they're still alive because they're in, as Captain would say, the NFC least. So, and that includes your Giants, Coach. They got a shot this year because this division's bad.
I know they do. And we'll get to the Giants because I really like the Giants tonight. I honestly do. I like the
disagree with that, but
so listen, it stirs your nuts, man, because Big Ben's not having a career night tonight.
Hey, okay? Man, Stiz was right about all his stuff though yesterday. What he called,
right? But and before we get to Captain's Vegas Raiders, I want to touch on a couple other games real quick.
Okay.
One is, Aaron Rodgers came out and said, F you to the whole league who said, I'm done. Oh, Aaron Rodgers is done. You traded up for what? Mm-hmm. Okay, he made a point. And, the Vikings are going to be on the outside looking in again, I think. And how is it? I think that Matt Patricia does not know how to coach with a lead.
Wow.
For some reason. You don't know what the hell you're doing. You let Mitch Trubisky come back and beat you. And it shouldn't have came to that where the kid dropped the touchdown at the end of the game in the end zone. It shouldn't have came to that because you had such a lead. So, that was my take on the games that I watched.
Yeah, yesterday. But that kid, the rookie DeAndre Swift, man, Stafford put it in his hands for a touchdown too, though. I mean, he should have caught that. But you know what? You can't be counting on rookies at the end of the game. You got to call up a different number. As you saw it with the Eagles, they opened up a regular returner.
Wide open, and you got to go there. You're in the NFL, son. You need to make that catch.
I know, but look at the Eagles. Rager was the opening punt returner and fumbled it, and his ass was yanked right after it because you said it, Coach, with special teams. You saw it in the Saints game yesterday. They did a kick, and it was the guy fumbled it. So right there, that was a big swing.
Wait a second. It wasn't even that he fumbled the ball. It's that the one guy came over and knocked it out of his hand because they just have not had that much time in the camp because there was no preseason. There's no tackling. So obviously what Coach was saying was that tackling would be at a premium, which it was not, with guys just starting to get into it. And because the guys playing Alphonse and Gaston, they came over, one guy was coming into it, the other guy went over for it, and it knocked it in such a wonderful, precarious spot right up into the arms of the other guy, right to him. Okay. Right. You couldn't ask for a better kick, a pooch kick than that, even though it wasn't really designed as a pooch kick. It just turned out that way. And again, another score. And not that I wasn't giggling my goony goo goo ass off like Eddie Murphy would saying, watching the Succaneers lose, because again, I mean, I live for that. My favorite teams are obviously my Raiders. Anybody else who's playing anybody else in the AFC West. And it used to be whoever's playing the Cheatriots. I don't really care about that anymore, but it's always been right at that next tier. Whoever's playing the Succaneers, I actually root for. And seeing them getting and watching little poster boy on the sidelines as I'm doing other things on my show, just looking like a long lost kid, like he lost his last quarter down the sewer pipe that he had set aside for a gumdrop. Screw you, Brady. That was so wonderful.
Not for nothing, but Brady is on pace for 30 interceptions. Okay, I'm just saying, if we, go with that stat, and
that's not going to happen. But
I don't think it's going to happen, and I think it's going to go. And
because he felt pressure yesterday more than he's ever felt. He's got the rookie right tackle there. That was without Davenport.
He did not play very well at all. I'm sorry. That rookie, he gave up the block field goal. He's the guy who let the guy through for the field goal. So he did not play very well at all. So, I think that Tampa's going to be in trouble with that offensive line.
Yeah, and plus, like Stiv said it yesterday that Mike Evans was going to be a bust in the sense that there's other targets there. Gronk didn't do nothing, and Mike Evans doesn't make his first catch at the end of the game, and it was a touchdown, but still, that was the first catch he made. Right. So I just think that's a down-the-field offense, and Arians wants to throw the ball down the field, and that's never been Brady's strong point.
Right.
He's a check-down receiver, get your team in the right play, great at reading defenses, but he's not a guy that throws the ball down the field a lot, especially where he's at in his career right now at 43.
Yeah. Right. I'm not. You're not asking it. You're asking a guy to be at 43 to throw those bombs all day. It's not going to happen.
Yeah,
not going to happen. So let's get to the other game, and which I know Captain is chomping at the bit to get to. So
no, not necessarily, but I just want to start this off by saying, "Fuck you, Sully."
Dude, he said you were going to do that. He said you were going to do that.
Yeah. You know what? I mean, I feel a lot better now, but you know what? Maybe I need to say it again. Fuck you, Sully. Okay?
What happened? I never heard what happened.
Okay. Sully, for several different before, like months ago when we first came on, was saying about how the Raiders are going to suck for this and that new teams going into new environments, yada, yada, yada. And Gruden can't bring a team to the East Coast and win and yada, yada, yada. And you're just going to totally screw the pooch, yada, yada, yada. Fuck you, Sully. Okay. I feel a lot better now.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well,
because here's the thing, though. In the immortal words of the great Raider patriarch, Al Davis, just win, baby. And the Raiders went out and did that. Now, it was a nail biter, and I actually can show you that it is my middle finger, but it is a nail that I've been chewing on for quite a bit. You can see I've bit down to the quick. By the way, Sully. It was a nail biter of a game, and it was, the Raiders played well in spurts.
Yeah.
Their defense still has to come together and gel. Yeah. And I tell you, if they don't come together and play a lot better, Marinelli is going to be taking over that defense, whether it's announced or not. And that's a key point. They might not announce it. It might be one of those things where he just surreptitiously takes over as defensive coordinator. Yeah. And, they keep Gunther on the sideline to pass out ham sandwiches because they don't want to say anything to anybody as well. But if that defense in its scheme, it really is, it's scheme. They got a lot of good players with a lot of ability on that defense. And, they're just not, they're not set right. They're not doing what you would think of an athlete. You get a better scheme. Marinelli's a little bit more aggressive. And I think you put that defense under Marinelli, it'll be a hell of a lot better.
Yeah, and his defenses have always overachieved too. I didn't think he had a ton of talent in Dallas, and they would get the job done. I mean, I like Marinelli, I really do. I thought with the Raiders game, I thought that 54-yard field goal from the kicker for the Raiders was big. I know they win, but still, it gives you breathing room, so I thought that was big for him. I mean, that line's good. Curious about Brown. Any word today, Captain, on that?
I haven't seen it, and I'm really concerned about the injury to Trent Brown, but I'm more concerned now about Nick Kwiatkowski because, again, that is the guy that is going to be calling your signals. That's your defensive signal caller, and don't be surprised if that injury is so bad that they don't get on the phone with Vontaze Burfict within the next couple hours if they say that he's going to be gone for a while. Why? Because Burfict played in Gunther's defense in Cincinnati. He was on the Raiders last year. He knows the defense. So, and they need a middle linebacker if Kwiatkowski is not available. Don't be surprised if he doesn't get a phone call.
I'll tell you too, in watching the game last night, Alden Smith looked good. He had a good game last night. And it's almost, I wonder. I guess he was a free agent with the Raiders or was just off the team. But man, they should have been able to get first shot at him. Of course, he gets to go to the Cowboys.
That's the thing, though. It was the way the rules were set up. Okay, because the Raiders, even when he was taken on and put into the substance abuse program per the NFL rules, the team could not have any contact with him. And, we've been fighting, and I say we, the Raider organization was fighting to have somebody get, keep an eye out for him, big brother type thing, do the contact with him. And they could not do that based upon the rules by the NFL Players Association. Then when it came down to it, where, he was out for basically 2 years because he'd been gone for quite a while. And when he was granted his release, oh, good, it's not a torn pec. Jason Dean just made my night. Thank God for that.
That's good.
But the way the rules were, he was a free agent. Mm-hmm. And lo and behold, when the Raiders wanted to reinstall him, when he had met all the requirements and they said they put forth the effort to go and get him, they said, let's reinstall him. We put out the information to get him reinstalled. The NFL said, no. He's got to do this still. He got to do that still. So basically, it's just a matter of, well, what are we going to do? We keep trying to get him back, and they say no. The minute he's a free agent and the minute that Jerry shows interest in him and wants to sign him as the Cowboy, yeah, you know what? Come on back, all done, Smith. Well, he's all done with the Raiders, but he's all done with everybody else because he's available. So there you go.
Yeah. But no, I mean, the Raiders ran the ball well yesterday. I thought Carr was efficient. Look, I don't think the Panthers' defense is that great, but like you said, Captain, it's September. All that matters is winning. I mean, really, that's the most important thing. And, you see a lot of teams in September. Look at Miami between September and December. 2 different teams. So the fact that they got the win, and no matter what, I don't care if it's by 40 points or 1 point, they're 1-0, and they're not 0-1. And that's all that matters. You just got to try to – and look, coaching is all about getting your team to improve, getting them in the right position, hiding their weaknesses and having them play to their strengths. That's what coaching's all about. So, yeah, I mean, look, they got a tough game this week. They got the Saints this week, don't they, Captain?
On Monday night. And, I mean, I was on record saying that I don't think the Raiders are going to win that game. Their home opener in Vegas. Now, you put fans in the stands, and then I would say, yeah, I think that they have a better shot at it.
Oh, yeah.
Because then you have the
Saints coming off that big win, too.
Right, the home opener with fucking A, it's another home run for the Marlins. There you go. Something I've never seen before. There's only about 4 of them this game. But yeah, you put fans in the stands, okay, and it's the mental. This is our home opener in front of everybody, but it's a home opener in front of an empty stadium. Is not quite the zest that you're going to have. I mean, I know it's like you're a professional and you need to play whether there's people out there or not, but there's a big difference there. That the extra oomph you get in your adrenaline knowing that you're playing for your home fans is beyond reproach. You can't change that. Now, again, the Saints getting a good win over their hated Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I love to say they're hated because what did Peyton do when the game was out of reach? He ran Kamara right before the game ended for that touchdown.
Right.
Yep.
As a fuck you, Tampa Bay, and I loved every minute of it.
Captain, there was actually. Did you see the Taysom Hill play too? Instead of just running it and punting the ball, they did the pass and then they threw it down the thing. Taysom Hill threw it, and you know what? I like that aggressiveness, and I think that was all mindset of saying, "Hey, this is still our fucking division." You got Tom Brady. That's great. This is still, this division still goes through New Orleans. And now people go, oh, it's just one game. But that's a big game because now they have a 2-game lead because they own the tiebreaker as well because they beat them head-to-head. So big win for the Saints. Like I said, that's who I picked Captain to win it all in the Super Bowl. I just like their balance. Jason Dean was right. Breeze didn't have his great game. Going to have a great game yesterday. Thomas wasn't didn't have a big game, but it's the first week. I think a lot of guys are getting their timing down. Like I said, we'll see what happens here because as everybody knows, November, December is when it matters. The first 8 games, don't get me wrong, every game's important, but it's the last 8 games where you really see what a team is and what's going on with the season.
Yeah, I think that I've been extolling the virtues of Nick to everybody that wants to hear it. I said, if the Raiders are 3-3 after 6, that's good because they got 10 more games to go and they can just put it into high gear and they can win 7 of their last 10. That gives you a 10-6 record. And I firmly believe that will happen with the Raiders. People are saying that, Jason Dean says we're going to win in a shootout. It's possible. But again, I want to make sure – I want to see what the condition is for Thomas because I heard that he had like an injury yesterday.
High ankle sprain.
Okay. Oh, that's not good for a receiver.
He thinks he could play through it, but you never know,
Yeah.
And another note, Golden Tate not inactive tonight for the Giants.
Okay.
Which, I don't even know why we signed the guy. I mean, he hasn't.
No, they gave him way too much money.
I mean, just let's move on, man.
Yeah, he made one catch for the Eagles in the playoff game. That was it. So, but no, I mean, look at a lot of teams yesterday. The Cardinals, who I said were going to be pesky this year, where one week you'll see them lose to the shitty team and the next week go into the Niners and win. And let me say this, man, more criticism too. Jimmy G just doesn't get the job done. He missed 2 throws again yesterday, one on 3rd down, one on 4th down. He didn't make the right throw. I mean, if the Niners don't play from the lead and they're running the ball and controlling the clock, Jimmy G ain't going to win the game for you. So unless they're playing from ahead and where the Niners like to play, Jimmy G, man, I don't know.
They're kind of stuck with him because they just signed him to a long-term deal.
Right. So, and what are you going to do? You know what I mean? He's the guy right now, and you're stuck with it. But, I mean, heck, man, the Seahawks looked good yesterday. Now you lose to the Cardinals at home. And that's the craziness of everything because, like Captain said, there's no home field. I mean, I'll give you a perfect example. It's that Vikings game. Packers wouldn't have scored the points they would have scored if there was home fans there for Minnesota. It wouldn't have happened.
I don't know why it's. Hang on a second. I wanted to share this. Stand by.
Yeah, you're good.
For all the people that have what's that disease that my roommate had it in when he was
gonorrhea of the eye.
No. Although that's Pee-Pee's disease. It's the one it's the one where you with bright lights that flash and you go into shock and I can't remember what the hell
Epilepsy.
It is. Epilepsy, yeah. That was an epileptic fit right there with that one. I wanted to show this one. This is my contribution. Why is it that the coach of the San Francisco 49ers is wearing a silver and black hat? Why is that? Because they're trying to get and Angela even said this as well. The new
Raiders fans.
Yeah, the new logo or the new mantra of the San Francisco Bay right now is that staying true to the Bay or something like that. I'm like, really? So you're staying true to the Bay. And I got a lot of fuck yous today. But they're well placed and well deserved. Everybody that gets one, that's for sure.
Now, Jason Dean brought up too Matt Rule not giving the ball to McCaffrey on 4th and inches, and I agree. But ultimately, look, the first game, I think everybody thinks the Panthers. Look, they're over under with 4.5 wins. I thought the Panthers played a good game yesterday.
They did.
I mean, it wasn't perfect. They played a good game.
I just want to throw this out there as sometimes as a coach, you outcoach yourself because, everybody thinks it's going to McCaffrey. So let's bait him in and go somewhere else instead of just, you know what? I believe in my guy. I don't care if you're sending all 11 guys. We'll get that. And
sometimes when you see that 4th and inches and they take it and throw it, and you'll see that guy just running wide open. And if it works, you're a genius. And if it doesn't, oh my God, on 4th and inches, you didn't run the ball.
Right.
So you can't win.
May May I?
Go ahead. You may.
Since I kind of actually watched the whole game yesterday, I had nothing else going on.
Sorry.
Earlier in the game, they had a 4th down play where they gave it to the fullback. So it was kismet because the Raiders defense was actually expecting that on 4th down. It was the same play to the same guy. They had already used it, and Rule being a rookie head coach saying, oh, well, again, like you're thinking, well, everybody's thinking it's going to be McCaffrey. Well, they thought it was going to be McCaffrey the first time that it happened, and the guy got the ball and they got the first down. They did it again, and the Raiders defense was expecting it, and they stuffed his ass. And it was the play of the game from a defense that needed to get the play right there, right then.
And that's important, though, too. You can look at it, and say, oh, my God, they gave up 30 points. But ultimately, they needed not to give up 35, so they're not going in overtime. They did what they needed to do, and they made the plays when they needed to make them. And there's going to be weeks. There's going to be weeks where, like I said, like the Saints last year when they played San Francisco. The Saints got a good defense. They gave up 40-some points that game, but they still won. That's what's important. That's what matters. You're going to have those off weeks. If you can still find a way to win, that's what's important in the NFL. It's all about winning the game, and then you try to make Coach, you get on the tape and see what you can make better and fix and correct on Monday and Tuesday.
And actually, they got, and again, I swear, please look at the tape because I'm not lying. You're saying, oh, you're just a disgruntled Raiders fan. There was so many holding calls on Cleve Farrell and Mad Max Crosby that were right in front of the officials, and you would think that the guy was trying to take his glasses out and cleaning them at the time in front of him. So friggin' obvious. Lots of penalties not called.
The officials also haven't had any work too, Captain.
Yeah, you're right. But they were bad yesterday. There were some bad pass interference calls. There was some, I thought, the Cowboys pass interference.
My whole point has been from Jump Street.
Mm-hmm.
You have a guy in the booth. Why is he not in your ear? Hey, I think that was PI. I think,
they got rid of that, though. That's gone. That rule's gone. You can't challenge pass interference.
No. I'm not talking about challenges. I'm talking about the official in the box who has a better view than the official on the field, because I'm a coach who's been in the box for many seasons.
Right.
And you have a damn better view than you do standing on the sideline or in the field. Hey, Nick, throw the flag. There was a penalty there. Let's get together as officials and we'll talk about it. And instead of, we just missed that blatant PI.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of pass interference, I want to give a game ball to Tahir Whitehead, who played for the Raiders the last 2 years, played for the Panthers yesterday, was remarkable in 2 pass interferences at key calls yesterday, which kept the Raiders' drives alive. So again, game ball from the Raiders to Tahir Whitehead. Thank you for being a fuck up. There you go. Game ball to him. There you go.
Now, so yesterday, obviously, you look at the Patriots, and the offense didn't impress me. It's more just you got to stop Cam from running the ball. I mean, that's what really hurt the Dolphins. And honestly, if I'm the Dolphins, and, my uncle's a Dolphins fan, and we were talking, I'm telling you, I'd make the change already. I think they got to go to Tua. Fitzpatrick he throws too many interceptions. They're down 10 points with a minute and a half to go and 3 timeouts. It fucked me because I was getting 7.5 points. So they're going to get at least a field goal, and you got a shot. You never know. And he throws an interception in the end zone, and that was his second interception. I think you need Tua just to use his athletic ability, roll him out, get him moving, and, move on from Fitzpatrick. I mean, look, the NFL is different. It's not like it was where you need these quarterbacks to sit. And I mean, fucking, if Joe Burrows can start, Tua can start, because Joe Burrows is playing with next to nothing on that team. And, he performed nicely yesterday.
Well, the question with Tua is not that he doesn't have the ability, but what does the Dolphins' offensive line look like? If you're
also, I think the hip is is it 100%? I think they're nursing the hip a little bit too. I think the Dolphins are going to take their time with that because they don't want to rush that hip.
Mm-hmm. And how about the Colts yesterday? You can't beat the Jaguars. And Frank Reich, who usually runs the ball, he had Phillip Rivers throwing the ball over the field. It made no sense to me. I mean, no sense at all. I think they had a worse pass run ratio than the Eagles did. And Reich's really known for running the ball. And they also lost Marlon Mack now for the year. So
I was just going to ask that. What happened to Mack? Because I wasn't up on the stats. Marlon Mack, fantastic running back that used to play at USF here locally. Great guy. I was going to ask, well, where was Mack? Well, you just answered my question. Thanks.
Yeah, so they let Hines play. And then, honestly, Hines had more touches than Jonathan Taylor, which I was a little surprised about. And then Cowboys, Van Der Esch now out 6 to 8 weeks. So now that defense, which I didn't think was that great as it is, loses one of its top 3 players. So now Byron Jones goes to Miami. Van Der Esch is hurt. Sean Lee's hurt. They really are going to need some great play out of the linebacker and that front four. Yeah, the Jags, I don't think that's going to last long, but,
Well, and, what about, because I just like ripping on Adam Gase because I really think he's a horrible coach.
What a shit show.
It is post-game. Oh, it was totally different out there. But you got the same damn results. How is it different?
Yeah, Jamal Adams threw some shade at them, too.
Unbelievable. And you know what? Here's the sad thing. You ruined a good quarterback. Sam Darnold is going to get picked up by a team, and he's going to be that Randall Cunningham or Vinny Testaverde who had a lot of success on another team.
Rich Gannon,
another guy. There you go.
Jim Plunkett.
One of those guys that has success after he leaves because they were so shitty with him. And unfortunate, that's going to be the way of the Jets until they get a coach. Because I'm sorry. When was the last time? And I love Herm Edwards. And when was the last time they had a real head coach? I
think Rex was. I don't think Rex. They made some AFC championships.
Look, Rex took them. They did, and I love Rex to death. But I think the problem was he had that success early, and he just fell off that cliff and was done after that.
Well, he was more of a great defensive coordinator.
More in running his mouth and talking shit than he was into the coaching part. And his philosophy was let the press talk with me and let me get the press on me and stay off the team. But I think he wrote too many checks. His ass
couldn't cash. I was going to use the same exact thing, and it's the truth.
Well, but
not just that, you're giving out too much bulletin board material,
right?
And those teams wanted to, just like with, what was his name? The linebacker, Bart, the middle linebacker. Can't wait. Bart Scott.
Bart Scott, there you go.
Yeah, I think they're talking shit without really even winning anything big. I know they won some divisions and beat the Patriots once, but, Patriots won Super Bowls and they were winning games. Right. That's it.
But see, you're forgetting the person that Rex needs to actually get aligned with. The hell with ESPN. He missed an opportunity to be the spokesperson for Payless and Tom McCann. I mean, that just says Rex right all over it. It took Coach about 5 seconds on.
Yeah, it did. He's thinking why would he get involved with Payless? Yeah. Like I said, I'll always go back to Wes Welker's press conference. One of the best. We got to put one foot in front of the other. We're going to dip our toe in the water. I mean, it was great, man.
So, all right, listen. Obviously, we're going to end the show a little early tonight because, the game starts in a little bit.
Does it?
Yeah, 7:10. 7:10. So, and I gotta go down the street to watch the game. I have some fans, some fellow Giant fans. We're getting together to watch a game.
They're fans of you or Giant fans? Because I have some fans.
Yes, fans of me. because I am kind of a celebrity around town, believe it or not. And
celebrity to yourself. You're not a celebrity around town.
Hey,
I've been there with them.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Whoa. Back up. Wait a second. Wait. I'm sorry. The last time you were here, what happened? I'm sorry.
What do you mean? What happened?
I mean, they not just skip the line, come right in, right this way. Oh, yeah, sure, no problem. I mean, I'm just saying.
We didn't skip any lines. Drinks were charged double. And
no, I just drank double the drinks. That's why. So, yeah. But anyway, what do you like this game? You like either one of these games tonight there, Nick?
Okay, so one, I like Vegas tonight. In hockey, I'll start with that. I think they've outplayed Dallas, but the difference has been Dallas's goaltender. He's just been playing great. Tonight, I like Pittsburgh. I mean, sorry, Coach. I just think that defense. Yeah, I mean, look. No, I think it's going to be.
I am. Here's the thing, because now it's getting close to game time, so my heart gets in the way.
No, I get it.
And I'm excited. I'm pumped up because it's the Joe Judge era. Yes, we're
right. Plus everybody's 0-0, so it's a new season, and no matter what.
But I know that the Giants have no defense, and I feel like it's going to be one of those 42-38 games. But I don't know that Ben with his elbow can put up the points. I think that, and I just think that the Giants kind of squeak out of this one.
Okay, but the bigger question, I think, Coach, is going to be what can the Giants offense do against that Pittsburgh defense? That's going to be more the question. If they can put 24 up, I think you got a chance. I don't think it's going to be a shootout. I think it's more likely Pittsburgh could score a bunch of points. I don't think the Giants are going to score 30 points on that Pittsburgh defense. Now, hey, it's the first game of the year. Maybe you catch them. Look, they're not playing as hot as they were the second half of last year. Maybe you catch them with some plays. It's a different offense, a different look. You don't have tape on this style the Giants are going to play. So, and look, Daniel Jones was impressive. So, does Saquon break one or two, find a hole somewhere? It's possible. But, we'll see.
Yeah, and on those lines, by the way, I also like Pittsburgh tonight, Coach. Not to pile on you, but
right.
It's okay.
That's just my pick. I want to reiterate what you were saying, that these teams are they're all 0-0, okay, unless you're Tommy Pee-Pee Eater's brother, okay, who smacks on the win yesterday.
Wow.
For the Raiders, saying that they lost to a sub 500 team. They were the sub 500 team when they played them, asshole.
Well, and more importantly, Captain, his team is the shit storm that just continues.
I was just going to say,
15-1 in their last 16 openers. 15-1 in their last 16 openers.
Yeah. So it's like, and he got so horrible last night on my show. I put him in timeout 3 times. 3 times I put him in timeout until he said some more shit, and then I just blocked him from the page. So Tommy, if you're wondering why your brother is blocked from my YouTube channel, go back and watch his fucking stupidity last night on my show. Okay, so it was horrible. Horrible.
Yeah, I don't think Tommy watches anymore. I think Coach pissed him off.
No. I had some words with Tommy. Tommy's good to go. He says hello to everybody. He's ready to come back and do some stuff. And he got some things going on. So to reach out to him again, if need be. If need be.
So tomorrow, everyone, remember, if you miss this, you can always catch the podcast version, Apple, Spotify, Anchor, Google, wherever you listen to your podcasts. Also, head over to YouTube, subscribe, be part of the show. We appreciate it. You'll see tomorrow, Nevada Nick will not be with us tomorrow because, he's got a conflict with a rub and tug glory hole thing going on. I don't know what the hell that deal is, but he will not be with us tomorrow. So it'll just be me and Captain recapping the Giants' victory. big victory. We'll be talking about that. And
I'll probably pay more attention to the Bronco game, but there go. I'll stay up for that.
And then you can watch the Bronco game, and we could talk about that too.
Yeah.
The Giants' victory. Keep hoping. Get ready for 0-1. The Redskins are going to be in first place tomorrow. That's what you're looking at, Coach.
So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe there'll be a tie for first. And then
tomorrow we'll talk about them too.
And we'll talk about the Islanders tomorrow as they try to make their comeback.
Now, they play tomorrow, right? Or they play tonight, Captain?
Tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Coach's great prediction of Islanders and Knights. So, the Golden Knights. And Jason Dean, that's what happened to your team. They got the mush of Coach Muddle.
Wave goodbye to the Islanders. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Yep. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Go watch some Giant football. It'll be a good game tonight. The Joe Judge era kicks off here in just about 30 minutes. So
I'll be getting a text by 7:30. Oh shit! I hope Pittsburgh takes the kickback. I really do.
So we will check that out. Everybody, thanks for watching. Make sure you tune back in, subscribe to the page. We appreciate you. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks.
And Coach, say hi to all your fans today when you go see them.
I will.
I'd love to see this
always do.